I saw so many people's already here, and I saw some people coming from Bekasi as well, like me. Hi, Bekasi people. So some from Solo, Jogja, Malang, Bandung, and I even saw someone from Qatar, Chris from Qatar, and Novianti, who's hair drying cat, her cat. Can you hear me? Singapore, Munira, hello. Thank you so much, guys, for coming here. So this workshop is gonna be fully in English, actually. So if you guys can speak in English, chat in English as well here. So people who's coming from another country, I saw someone from Singapore as well back then. West Java, thank you. That would be great since let's make some new friends, even though it's not Indonesian. Good that you can hear me. Okay. um, I just want to ask you why you came here. Are you coming because you have no experience, or you had an experience, but it was already like years ago, and you've been not doing anything for several years, and you don't know how to start again? So this is actually our topic today, because we want to talk about, even though you have no experience, even though you just graduated, like let's say, or let's say that you're still in college and you feel like you need to gain more money, make some money, gain income, because I'm money person, money oriented person. So let's talk about how to gain those money, okay? And later we will have Rose. She will tell her experience, what is her background, and how she currently own this Australia and Singapore clients. And I would really know more, because I saw people from Qatar, and from the registrant we have someone from Japan as well. Are you here now? I just want to know your experiences as well. Tell us your experience in the chat. So let's spread some news, spread some good news, and let's see how to be a VA. Okay. So in this talk show, we will discuss especially who is virtual assistant, what is virtual assistant doing, and how to become a highly paid virtual assistant, and how SGB can help you with pushing you to be one of the experienced virtual assistant. And there's also Q&A session, live Q&A. So please wait for that. You can ask Rosalind anything that you want to know about her experience to be a VA like now. And then a sneak peek as well. Okay, Siori from Japan. Our team already tell me that Siori already say hi. Sometimes I cannot read your chats here, because right now I'm trying to read the content of my presentations, and we have quite limited time, and I know it's already late for some of you. So let's go dive deep more, okay? And then I just want to remind you as well, is if you join this talk show with your phone, please turn off your phone first. Maybe put the do not disturb as well. But it will be best if you can watch it from laptop, so it won't be like disturb a lot. And then if you have any notes like me, I have my paper and pen. Get it ready. Your water bottle, maybe, if you don't want to move around so much. And please be respectful to each other. Our moderators are also here. They're here for helping me. So anything that you want to ask and I cannot read it in the chat right now, they can help. Okay, but later on, some of the answers will be shared by me on the next part. Okay, so stay engaged, because we're gonna give you this PDF, start from zero, a beginner guide to become a highly paid VA. Okay, who doesn't want to be highly paid VA? I mean, like, everyone can be a VA right now, but I mean, like, for me, who's thinking about money, time is money too, right? I don't want to spend 1 hour just to gain like couple of pennies. For me, I'm quite cocky on here. Sorry for that. Okay. I also want to know, who are you? Are you a mom, a full-time mom, or you currently have a job, a full-time job, um, or you're just graduated or something like that, I just want to show a quick polling. Okay, I want to know, who are you? Let's see. Okay. Oh, the quick polling is, what's your main reason for wanting to work remotely? Yes, income. For me too. I will definitely answer that, income. But I want to know for you guys, okay? Ah, so some people actually a full-time worker because yes, 9 to 5 Korean. Especially if you're living in Jakarta, yeah. The traffic. Okay, I don't want to dismiss that. Meanwhile, I just want to tell you as well that you actually deserve to have more income, more freedom, more time, more happiness, more quality time with your family, with your loved ones, more rest. For me, I'm a lazy person, but I really love money. So lazy plus money become virtual assistant for me. Okay, so virtual assistant and personal assistant, who knows the difference? Virtual assistant is not personal assistant. So personal assistant is one of the things that you can do as a virtual assistant. So if you are a virtual assistant, but your highlight service, let's say, or something that you're skillful at is actually like design graphic or video editing, or like me, talkative person. I'm a talkative person, so I can become like this, hosting workshops, or I can become a sales, which I'm doing too right now, or a business development person, something like that. And if if you're a video editor, so you can do that video editor as well. So anything that you want to do, but anywhere or anytime you want to do it, you can say it's a virtual assistant. But the difference between virtual assistant and freelancer, usually freelancer is only like for a project, one time project, let's say. But for virtual assistant, we're actually gonna be like asked to be joining our client's business as a partner, something like it. So anything that it doesn't feel like you're an employee. So they're gonna like asking your advisors, what do you think with this experiences, how are we gonna find the solution? That is the virtual assistant. So it's gonna be a long time relationship, not like long distance. Yes, it's a long distance relationship with your client, but still gonna be longer time, not just like a freelancer who's just gonna be in one project or something like it. Okay. This is the sample of the services that you can give. Okay, for me, I was beginning with my journey in lead generation, but most of my friends was begin their journey in travel management, for example. Especially if we're living in Indonesia, it's actually so easy to make a travel management to Indonesia because there's a lot of place to go to. It doesn't mean in other countries not. Let's say to Japan or something like it, you can make those kind of things too. But let's say that you're not good at it. Maybe you're just good at bookkeeping, or you're just good at scheduling. You can do that as well. Anything that you feel like this is my power, that's gonna be your highlight service. Okay, and there's a lot of niche that you can pick. For me, I used to pick interior design, but right now I'm in cloud providing industry. So there's a lot of things that you can choose. Let's say a celebgram in Instagram, or a YouTuber, or marriage consultant, or dentist. Anyone who's okay with hiring people without them have to come to their office is actually already considered as a client that we can come to. Okay, we'll talk more about this because these days more people doesn't want to rent office space. Do you get that? Some people, especially in Indonesia, they're still wanting to hire to rent an office space. So that's why they still need to hire people who need to come to their office. But right now, these days, in around the world, a lot of startup business person, not just man, prefer to have no rent fee for the office. You get that? Okay, I'm gonna continue again, because for a beginner virtual assistant itself, you can start between 8 to 15 USD per hour. Like this Dia, she also has 3 clients from Singapore and Indonesia, and she put the pricing around this. I was actually around that. No, I'm a little bit more than that. Just a little bit more than that. And then if you already experience one, you can go around 20 to 50 per hour. So for me right now, it's already more than that. Okay. And it's actually easy for you to be an experienced one, because it's not like time limited. So let's say that you have you just become a virtual assistant for 3 months, but you actually already experienced because of your skill. So meaning of that, they can even they can even consider you as an experienced virtual assistant. But at least you're not gonna be like, oh, I don't know how to do this virtually. That's the first thing that you need to learn. I know that you are skillful, but in the end, if you don't know what to do as a virtual assistant, how to give this skill to the clients as a virtual assistant, you cannot count as an experienced virtual assistant. Even though you have no skill at all right now, no worry, it's gonna be a journey still. It can be learned easily, trust me on that. Okay. And then why you want to become a virtual assistant? I know that you want another income. For the full-time, for people who's still having a full-time job, you can do it actually as a part-time. And we already prepare 5 reasons why we have to learn to be a virtual assistant. For example, the reason number 1, this is especially in Indonesia, the number of layoffs is actually rising so high. And I thought the layoffs is gonna be just like for people who's like uneducated, or like it's not gonna be in Jakarta or something like it, something. So it's not gonna be like it's not gonna be in my circle. But in the end, like a few months ago, my best friend, she got laid off as well. She already worked 8 years at that office. She is one of the higher tier in the employees itself. But still, she got laid off just because the company want to decrease the amount of employees. So because of that, we need to find something safer, something that we know that we have another pocket. We're not just counting on this pocket only. You get what I mean, right? So now it's time for you to get another income. And then the reason number 2, in the world, the virtual assistant is actually booming so high, especially because I don't know how about Qatar currency or Japan's currency, but in Indonesia itself, the currency in Indonesia is actually quite fluctuative, right? And I even felt bad because I'm so happy when the USD was so high. I mean, like the idea versus Indonesian rupiah versus USD is actually quite good for me. But yeah, for the client itself, let's say from England, when they pay us with pound sterling, they felt like, oh, I supposed to pay British people not this low. Indonesian people is gonna be much cheaper. That's for example. And the other thing, that's why I talk about the office space as well. If they hire virtual assistant, they don't need to rent an office space. Office space itself, you can see it in your own. You can Googling it later, yeah, not in this talk show. Later, try to see. Jakarta people see SCBD area. See maybe around Sarinah Menteng. How much it is, the office space in Jakarta. From Qatar, from Japan, from Singapore, let's see. Googling it yourself, how much it is. But without the office space, let's say like my client right now, the cloud providing thing, they don't have any office space, but they rent a co-working space. See the difference? So we just have to come to office not even once a month. It's just because my boss want us to come and meet together and talk together, something like it, but it doesn't necessary. So they don't need to pay more for the office space if they hire virtual assistant. They can reduce their operational cost, and they can just invest on how to grow their business rather than that office space which is just operational cost, right? I hope you agree with me. And then the other reason is actually because we are always doing our job in front of our laptop, in front of our phones. We need to collaborate with AI. And as time goes by, you're gonna be more experienced with AI as well, and you're gonna be like collaborating with your AI. And those experience, let's say that I'm good in Gemini. Everyone is good at ChatGPT and Gemini. Let's say that I'm good at Gemini. So I can tell my future clients, oh, I'm very excellent in Gemini. You can ask me anything about it and I can give you this. Or any lead generation tools with the AI. I can say, oh, I'm experienced with this. And they can see, oh, I need you to help me with generating my leads because you have this experience. Else, if they hire another virtual assistant without those experience, meaning they need to teach and even they need to learn it together with the new person. You get it? Okay. And then, yeah. So AI itself, yeah. Some people ask, maybe someday AI will replace us. No, honey. Maybe around 50 years from now or 30. But at least, let's say even 10 years. Let's say 10 years from now, they will replace us. But in this moment, in this 10 years, let's gain the money from the AI so we can help the client to solve the problems. I mean, like, I'm helping in cloud provider, okay? So AI is one of the things that I'm selling. Um, Even though the AI is so good, it still have some hallucination things. So it still need human person to operate it a bit, like tweak it here and there. Even let's say you're using note takers or transcribers, you still need to see again if it's already correct or not, right? So even like that, AI will not replace us now. So let's just gain some money by doing like cleaning the hallucination things. Okay. The other reason is actually being a VA is actually so easy. Everything is learnable. Learnable. It's so easy to learn it all, and it's so easy to switch your career. Switch your career for the full-time job people who for the people who own full-time job. Let's try with this first. Your 1 hour going to office and your 1 hour coming back to your home. Let's use that moment to do some like minor jobs, but let's see how much you will gain from that. From 2 hours per day, meaning 10 hours per week, meaning let's say 40 hours per month, how much you can gain from that. And you will only need your internet provider, your phone, maybe just your phone, or maybe so you need your laptop, because when you commute to your office, let's say you're on train, you're sitting, hopefully you're still sitting, you can still do something with it, right? Or you going with busway, Transjakarta or something like it, you still can do something with it. I don't know, some Bekasi people using a feeder bus, maybe. Those feeder bus is actually a great place for you to learn to do something, to gain more money, right? Okay. Even your stay at home mom, you can actually come and try to seek like Mother Care, the brand Mother Care or something like Mother Care brand. So something in linking with the child mothering thing. So there's a lot of things that you can still do. Okay. Reason number 5 is actually the potential is actually so high. So even though you're not have no experience, and then you might think like, oh, my age is I'm not young anymore. I used to have experience, but right now I don't have it. I don't know in Qatar and Japan or Singapore. I think Singapore is still okay with the age thing, but in Indonesia, we actually like limited. Oh, this job is only for 30 years old, 30 years old maximum, with 86 years of experience. No, I'm just teasing you guys. So here, as a virtual assistant in other countries, especially, they don't really consider you how old are you or something like it. They're more likely to see your performance. So even though you're already 56, you're just retired, you still can have another additional job right now. I know you want to enjoy your retirement phase, but even though like my dad, he's already retired, obviously, he felt like he need to find a job, but right now he's working again. So even though you're already retired, you don't have to worry. There's a lot of people who still want to consult with you or something like that. So there's a lot of things that you can still do, a lot of potentials, and you can use your own time. You can schedule it on your own. Okay. Oh, this is first. We actually have we prepared some fast track like journeying. So if you want to learn fast to be a virtual assistant, to be a highly paid virtual assistant, join us. I'm gonna talk a bit about me first. I've already talked a lot about virtual assistant. Some of you maybe already joining me before, so some of you already know me, but especially people who come from Qatar, from Japan, maybe you haven't met me. Liz, I used to have an automotive industry business. I sell rubbing compounds and polishing glaze, but I just closed it down for my personal reasons. My clients still asking me about it. But back then, when I was having that business, I was thinking, oh, I need an investor. But when I tried to find an investor, I actually have encountered more than 5 potential investors, but they want to change my system. They want to know the recipe of my products. They want to make it as a multi-level marketing. None of them is good enough for me. So I know that I need to find another source of income. Meanwhile, I don't have any money. Even like let's say I want to hang out in the cafe. I cannot use my money because those money I have to think again how I can buy again the product. So I cannot use this money as what I want to do. So I usually try to have a meeting with my client at a cafe, so we can, even though I paid, but this is actually an investment hanging out, right? So those are the dark time at that time, but I really need some investor. So I try to find another something that I can do, but I'm not gonna like turning off my business. And then I found this virtual assistant, and that's why I understand so much about people who's having a full-time job right now. You can do it like at your part-time, as your part-time. You can use it. You can do it at your spare time. Okay, and my first client is from Azerbaijan, and she's paying me even though I'm not an experienced virtual assistant. I even told her that I'm still learning as a virtual assistant. She paid me 500 USD per month, and it's supposed to be like 50 hours per month, but in the end, it's only like 30-ish something per month. See? So it's more than 10 USD, more than, yes. So it's actually good as a beginner, right? And right now, I'm doing that cloud providing things and the clients from Singapore, and I'm still doing some of the projects like this too, like this, hosting a workshop, right? Now, after I talk a lot more, I want to know another quick polling. Are you already more interested to be a virtual assistant? I'm already wrapping here. I'm wrapping all of my content so it can be more like the time limit is still well, curious but still confused. It's so normal, because right back then I was also confused, also afraid, also felt like maybe I'm gonna be scammed or something like that. I understand you so much because I was you back then. Ready to start now? Yay! Okay, I'm gonna continue again. I want to invite Rose. Hi, Rose. Can you join us here?
Hi.
Hi. Okay, Rose. Thank you for joining us. You can say hi first to the friends.
Hi, guys. Welcome to the webinar.
Okay, Rose. I know that you have you want to share your experience. Can you share it with our friends here?
Right. Okay. Yeah. So, hi, guys, everyone. If you don't know me, my name is Rosalyn, but everyone, you can just call me Rose. I'm actually a bachelor from the food technology. So, I am a food technologist, if you guys know. I'm from Surabaya, and after I graduate as a food technologist, I actually didn't enter any workforce. I don't work anywhere, not corporate, not in a company because of family reasons. So instead, I'm helping out in my parents' business, just as working in the cashier, sort of like, in a store. And then I actually have no job experience, as I said. I have no background, no CV, no credentials, nothing. And soon after, I got married, and here you can see my child, even he's blurred. But yeah, I got married and I have a son. Yeah, and then I feel like I'm losing myself. And that's where I found the SGBVA course. So that is when I decided that I want to change my life in a way. So I joined in batch 14. And in just those 2 years of my VA career until now, I landed like about 10 clients. And now I am working with two clients, focusing only on two clients. And I got like just two digits rupiah every month. So um everything is more than the numbers, guys, because I'm coming from zero and now I'm like holding like um important positions in the companies and then in the clients that I'm handling. Yeah.
Thank you so much. And yeah, I'm kind of forgot as well about that. I used to handle 5 clients at a time as well because it's actually so easy becoming a VA and the money keep flowing and I just become so greedy. I feel like, whoa, money, money, money. But in the end, my body cannot handle it anymore. So yeah, I'm only handling one full time now. Okay, I've prepared. Oh, what happened? Sorry, something is gone. I've prepared some questions actually. Okay, let me show it. Okay, can you share us how is your journey at the first time? How you can become a virtual assistant now?
Okay, my life as to this question, like before becoming a virtual assistant, I'm actually just a regular person. I just graduated college and then problems happening in my family. So therefore I need to get into my family's business and only helping out there. So not long after that I got married and it's the same again because my husband owns a business and then I'm just helping out as well. So it's a very, very simple task that I do is just cashier work and then, writing checks and everything. Actually, not long after that, I have a son. And that is where I started to lose myself. Like, uh, I'm starting to lose like my purpose and everything. Everything seems more like about family, being a mom, being a daughter, and just helping out being a wife. So, before being a virtual assistant, I'm just doing this like day to day rituals, routines. So no job experience after college. I help family and then I have those skills, of course, because I'm only helping out as a cashier. Like what can I learn about it? So yeah, that is my life before being a virtual assistant actually.
Hmm. I actually want to discuss about this English version as well because there's a lot of people asking about this. Um, you guys can actually type your questions as well in Indonesian, although we're gonna talk in English still. And I hope you guys, because we're actually picking a quite simple words in English, right, Rose? So
Yeah.
I hope you guys can still understand what we talk about. Shall we talk a little bit slower? I hope not, you
Oh,
guys,
sure, sure.
because our timeline is quite tight. Okay, next question, Rose. Can you share the turning point moment that made you feel being a VA is truly worth it?
Yeah. Once I already told you guys that I am losing myself. I
Mhm.
have like identity crisis. I feel like what is my life like uh for me? Because right now I'm living it only as a mom, as
Mm,
a wife, and
mm,
nothing more. So I am more identified as myself, but oh, you're my son's you're like the mom from him, right? You're his wife, right? I get known by people only because of my roles in the
mm,
family rather than myself.
mm,
And seeing everyone like, especially my friends, my peers who's like working remotely. Oh, sorry, not remotely, but some of them are doing remote work, some of them going abroad, and then some of them like having like achieved great things in life.
mm,
Yeah, that makes me kind of left feel behind in a
mm,
way. Not saying that being a mom is bad. I think being a full-time mom is also very great. It's very an honorable thing to do, but personally, I just feel like I need more. I need to do something more with my life. Yeah.
Especially because you're
So,
from food technology. So, I mean, like,
yeah. Yeah. So the degree, it doesn't mean anything right now. Like, I'm not even touching my degree.
yeah, but,
Yeah.
we know that you're a smart one. Not everyone can do that.
Yeah, but it's pretty much the same with every major that you have taken in your college, right? So you want to pursue a career, you want to go in your direction, but life happens, guys. Like what happened to me before is like so devastating until like I cannot even go to apply to have a job experience outside. Yeah.
Mm.
So that is actually why I'm stuck at the moment. And then yeah, and then I started to look for stuff that I can do to turn my life around.
Okay, thank you for sharing those vulnerable moments of you. And next
Yeah.
question is, why you choose SGBVA?
Yeah. So with that being having the identity crisis, I was like, okay, I need to find some job. I need to find something that I can do without any skill, without any experience, without any fancy background or resume in my name. So, what is that? So, I'm like looking around in Google and stuff, and then I'm looking in social medias. There are some that offers like some mentions like being a content creator, maybe, or trying to make it in the viral industry or something, but I don't think that I'm confident enough to do that. So I am looking for any other options. And then that's when I saw this course, actually. Um, because of this course, I see, oh, there is actually job opportunities where I can do simple tasks and without me having to like go into the camera or something, not, exploring those kind of like being a celebrity kind of moment, right? So I just want to be in the back scene and earn money and, doing something simple. So, um, because I don't have skills, so I look for something that is quite simple for me to learn. So that's when I found SGBVA actually and choose that.
Oh, we actually have a questions that we're each to for you to answer it, Rose.
Mhm.
It's Johannes Panansa.
Yeah.
He said, Ciroselin Crazy Rich Surabaya start from zero-nya dia pasti beda sama zero-nya kita, guys. What do you want to say about
Mm,
it?
guys, no, it's not Crazy Rich, really. I'm I won't say that I'm like very in the poverty line,
Yeah.
memang, but I am not crazy rich, guys. I'm just a normal, mediocre Indo. Okay, just normal, average Indo. Okay, and I have been in a family moment where everything turns to the ground like in a moment, like in an instant. So from middle class, and then I experienced having like I need to count every money, and just to buy one food, like 35,000 back then, I need to split it for three people. So I have been there in that kind of situation. So it is not right saying that I'm coming from an established family, but I do acknowledge the privilege that at least we are not in the below poverty line. So that is what I am grateful. And another thing to remember, guys, it's not about the privileges you're coming with,
Mhm.
because when you're born, like you're bringing yourself and you want to make something of yourself, right? Regardless the privilege, yes, it does help, but not everyone. What seems like it in Instagram or in is not. So you don't know people's stories, so you know,
Mhm.
just be more conscious about yourself, I think, rather than, judging people from those kind of things.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah.
Guys, if Rosalind right now already seen like she's maybe more bright or something like it, because you don't know her back then when she was having those difficult times. Even for me,
Yeah.
I have seen. I think I'm more bright right now because yeah, we're already settled. We're already happier as a virtual assistant. I used to even I cannot buy jewelries back then. Now I
Mm.
have some for even for burning my money in games, for example. Those are the things that I cannot do it back then because I don't have money to burn. Even for eat is still something that you need to count. So right now we are happier. We looks a little bit like above the standard, but we get this from our own journey. So this is your time to make your own journey to
Yeah.
be like this. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna continue the questions again. Thank you, Rose, for answering Johanna's
Yeah.
questions. And then another thing, what did you find most difficult at the beginning of your virtual assistant journey?
Okay, so the very hard thing that I did actually is to learn all the tools needed. So, just a little backstory, guys. My first ever client was actually two first clients. I'm only handling one is for research job. So I'm looking for trends in TikTok and then giving the clients reports. What's trending right now? Why is it trending? What we can do about it. So that is my first job. And then the second job is actually um, making presentations like this, like what you're seeing right now. So that is one job that I did first time, making a presentation and a PDF book. So
Mhm.
if you receive any ebooks, yeah, I did those kind of jobs, which I thought at the first time it was simple and easy. But the challenges for me is that I don't know how to use Photoshop. I don't know how to use Canva. Even PowerPoint, I can do just simple like school work. Really, I cannot. So I'm just learning Canva and then I received this job. The struggle is for me to learn the interface and everything in Canva. I like, I spend like a whole night just learning how to put things in the presentation. So it is a struggle, as in I need to spend extra time other than people who are maybe already experts, right?
Mhm.
So seeing that before, I need a whole night to do one presentation. Right now, I can do it like just 1 or 2 hours. It's okay. Yeah. So it's a big step learning.
And I know that you already experienced with these tools too now.
Yeah, and guess what, guys? In 2 years, I cannot even believe myself. How can I learn all of these tools like Canva, MailerLite? This is for email marketing. And then MailChimp is also email marketing. Shopify as well. We're building a website and then integrating everything in there. Uh, Basically, this is for selling products. And then Trello and Asana. This is a task management platform. So I just know that and just learn during these 2 years how to do project management and stuff. And then Riverside, that is a podcast platform. So I'm like recording podcasts and then editing in it. It's like very mind blowing what in 2 years I can grow into, right? Learning these types of tools. Yeah.
Oh, so you're doing your own podcast too now? Or
No, actually, it's my client's podcast. So I'm the one like behind the scenes being the host and everything, and then like editing after.
wow, that's a great skill. I mean, guys, remember, yeah, Rose is coming from zero experience, no skill at all
Yeah.
for this kind of thing, and she already made it this far. I mean, like even the Riverside is kind of mind blowing to me from me right now. Yeah, kind of shaky. That's great. And then next, how did you get your current clients now when you're becoming virtual assistant?
Okay. So I get most of my clients from work and a referral. So in Upwork, I got several clients there. So I'm doing the connects thing. But keep in mind, guys, back then, 2 years ago, connects
Mhm.
is free. For 30 connects is free for first time registration. But I think right now it's paid, right? But
Mhm.
you will get a monthly free connects, 10 connects every month. So I'm only waiting for that to accumulate and then bid to the clients. That is one way that I usually get clients from is from Upwork and then approaching them directly on Instagram DMs. So if I see any business or any person like influencers or stuff that I think that I can grow the business for or I can help them in a way, I would definitely approach them. And then referral, this is also an important thing. I've actually got clients from the SGB community as well.
Okay.
I got referred by Tanya herself. So this is another thing that I'm very grateful is because Tanya remembers her students. Like she
Mhm.
personally referred me to like 3 clients maybe. Like that is very interesting to me. Even recently, about a couple of months ago, she as well a new client if you want to handle, but at the time I cannot, so I rejected. Yeah. So yeah, those are my sources for clients.
See? So the team in SGB itself, we actually have a team. I'm gonna discuss about that as well. We actually have a team who's gonna like matchmaking you with the clients. Well, I'm gonna talk about it as well. Okay. Next questions. How is your day-to-day work now as a VA?
Okay, so day to day, right? It's quite different than what you expect of working, like maybe for someone as an employee, or if you have a full-time job, maybe. I don't know. I've never been, I never worked, so I don't know. But this is basically what I've been doing so far. So 7 to 10, it's family time because I need to cook. Guys, I'm still a mom, still taking care of my family. So I need to cook and then prepare meals and then play with my child because actually my son wakes up early. So yeah, it's I need to start early as well. And then around 10, this is also important, having a family support. So when my son has someone to play with and then someone to take care of him, I can do 2 hours, about 2 hours of deep work before lunch. Okay, so lunch usually I already prepare in the morning as well.
Mhm.
So I do something, quite simple in the 10 to 12, and then break for lunch because you have to take care of the son, my son as well, and then take care of the family again for lunch, and then rest. Usually my son sleeps at 2, so when he sleeps, I can do the work. This is another session, like a deep work session. So if you guys don't know, I am in one of my client, I am a community manager as well. So I'm responding to chats in Discord. If you guys ever if you guys ever know Discord communities, yeah. If you see like there are moderators there and stuff, yeah, that is what I'm doing as a virtual assistant now as well. So managing that and then creating events, those type of things. So after that, after my son wakes up, giving him a bath and everything, it's break time, relaxing, dinner, and then after my son sleeps at around 8 or 9, is when I can do more work. So the work is actually separated throughout the day. It's not like very cramped, like 9 to 5. So I need to, schedule it really nicely, guys, in a day.
Wow, this is actually so good. Yeah, I hope the moms here already seen the schedule and felt like, okay, I think I can do this. If the timeline is kind of like this, I never spoke this to anyone because one of the moderator is actually working at my company too right now. I these days I felt like at 4 p.m. I felt so like I want to doze off for a bit, so I took like 10 to 15 like power nap at 4 p.m. because at 5 I need to take. I don't have any kids, so I only have my dog who seems like my own kid. So at 5, I need to take him out for a walk. So every day I felt like at 4, I'm already like, oh, I need to take a power nap for a bit. So yeah. So if you're going to an office thing, you cannot take that 4 p.m. power nap or anything like it. You have to at least pretend that you're busy in front of the bosses. Here, as a virtual assistant, people usually will just need to see what is the result of your work. That's all. Okay. Next questions. The common misconception about how to start to be a virtual assistant. Can you share it with us?
Sure, of course. So at first, I thought like I need to have like a fancy resume. Like I have a great CV, I have a great experience, and then I have like those corporate jobs that I can say like I'm the head of something or what that is what I've thought. And I thought that I need to work like just like in a company, like 9 to 5. But actually, being a virtual assistant, it gives me so much flexibility because I noticed that they don't exactly look for any like title. So of course, having a title makes you seen more, but there are ways for us, the non-skilled, the non-experienced, to also step into this job market. So as long as we can show that we have curiosity, we have commitment, and we are willing to learn, that is actually a motivation and something that clients see as a positive attitude. So that itself is helping you to get in the first step of the job opportunity door. And then next is the proactive mindset. Like you are initiative. You need to have initiative to do something and to come up with solutions or ideas to your future clients. So that is actually what I did with my first ever clients without any job resumes or any experience. I offered them ideas and then I clearly tell them that I am new as a virtual assistant, but I think I can help you with this and that. And then I have ideas for your business. If you want to hear, just call me, something like that. And then, yeah, I'm always showing my eagerness to learn in the industry and everything about that. So that is what you need to start as a VA with nothing. Yeah.
Mhm. I have actually loved people in the chats that I want to trigger you a bit, like this
Mm-hmm.
Nia Cherunisa. She said that she is a full-time housewife and she never used Canva. She's gaptek. How to say in
Yeah.
English? Not high tech.
Uh-uh.
What do you want to say to her?
Same.
Yeah.
We're the same. Like, really, I started like very, very bad. Really. I have no skills. Not, I already told you guys the story of Canva, right? I spent like a whole night just to know how to do Canva. But back then, like I don't even understand email management for myself. Like everything is packed into one random email address and like not knowing what to do if something goes wrong. Or even if I forgot my login password to my social media back then, like I don't know how to manage that. So I was like very, very low tech person. And yeah, I don't have any interest in technology, to be honest, at
Yeah.
first.
The thing is,
So yeah.
you just need to have in mind, like, I want to learn. I want to uh,
Mhm.
upgrade my life. I want to earn something. At least that's the first mindset that you have to have first. So even though you don't know any technology right now, you have no skills, but as long as you think, you have the mindset of, I'm gonna be a better person. I'm not gonna doing the same thing over and over again and expecting to have something else, right? That's the first mindset that you have to have. Even for me, I want to share a bit about this. I thought I was a high tech savvy. I thought, but I forgot that I'm already old, and I lost a lot of updates these years around. So when I joined SGB, and I'm kind of shocked with, wow, we have this. So I'm quite even for me who thought that I'm high tech savvy, I still need to learn a lot. See, so yeah, you don't need to worry. Everything is still easy to learn lah. And there's also Anggoro, yeah, or someone, I forgot to put his name. He
Mhm.
said he wants to learn. Yes, I want to learn how to make a good CV. I want to say that as a
Yeah.
as a as a virtual assistant, the CV for the office thing, because I used to uh, read every CV that come into my company back then, the company that I work with back then. With us now, CV, not CV actually, you're calling it portfolio. With us now as a virtual assistant, the portfolio and those office thing CV is quite different.
Yeah.
So, and Yehezkiel Stephen Andrianto. Okay, you already promised. Yeah, you already said that you're interested to be a VA. Okay, so yeah, all of this team moderators. Yehezkiel Stephen Andrianto. Like him. Okay, last question. Last question from me. What message would you like to share with those who want to join a virtual assistant life?
Okay. First message for me, because it really, guys, being a virtual now really changed my life and changed everything about me personally and professionally. So, my message to you is that whoever right now, if you're feeling like me back then, you're feeling stuck, you're feeling like you're not doing anything for yourself, you're not trying something new, and you want to do something for yourself and earn for yourself.
Mhm.
I think um, you should try to be a virtual assistant, because there is no perfect start. People different levels and people have their own opportunities as well. If you don't try, you won't know if this job or this opportunity is for you.
Mhm.
So, the courage to learn, the courage to actually try something new, I think it will make a difference in your life.
Mhm. Try something new, guys. Take a leap of faith. Thank you, Rose. Okay, I want to remind you guys as well that we have another session too. Yeah, that is only the questions from me. We have Q&A session from you guys, but right now Rose need to take a little break as well. Thank you, Rose, for accompanying me and answering the questions.
Wow.
Rose will be back, so stay tuned. I want to talk more, but let's do a quick polling again. How confident now, as after you heard Rose stories, how confident you are to be a VA? Okay. I hope super confident. Need more help? Sure. Normal. That's normal. I used to be like that as well. I don't know how to start it. What skill do I have? Okay. Okay. I need to continue again, but I hope you guys already. I know that it's confusing how to be a VA, but here, to be a VA, we actually have this fast track journey. You can join us to know this journey, to know this trip. So we have our coach, which is Tanya. Rose already mentioned about Tanya as well, because I remember back then, yeah, Rose ever becoming my guest speaker as well. She came to Singapore and she chat Tanya, and Tanya just said, "Okay, let's meet up." That's how friendly she is. And when she was meeting up, and Rose said like, "Oh, I'm good at this, but I haven't found the right client yet." So Tanya gave her the referral too. Even though right now, like these days, Rose already mentioned that she got another referral, but she doesn't have any more time. You can manage your own time. You can even decline the clients, because I did that as well. I'm already so cocky, and I just want clients who can pay me good money for my hours. We have another batch in 23rd September next month, a little bit more than next month. It's already batch 28. Why you have to join from now? Because there's a lot of things that you have to prepare before the course begins. And this course will unlock a lot of things inside of it. Okay. For example, there's also a pre-training course, which is pre-training lessons. We used to call it pre-training course, but now it's already lessons. So there's some lessons that I'm going to show you a little bit that you have to learn before you join the course, because you have another thing that is, you see the student advisor support. That student advisor, let's say that they're like your teachers in junior high school, who give you your report, who told you that what you need to learn or you need to change. But if you don't learn the pre-training lessons before that, you're gonna make them quite stressed out. So you have to learn that first. And there's a lot of things, a lot of classes. There's also the community. There's also the job vacancies. So I saw someone, but I forgot the name, asked to like, can SGB guarantee us to get a job? No, nobody can guarantee you to get a job. Even your parents cannot, right? Even like, let's say that your parents is super duper rich, they put you in the college in Harvard, let's say. I don't know how much is Harvard, but let's say that Harvard is quite expensive. But in the end, it's gonna be back to you, right? Can you become a person that dependable, so the clients trust you? If not, so we cannot give you anything. But if you are shown, you can show people that this is me, this is what I'm good at, even SGB gonna wanna try to grab you. Trust me on that, because I used to be grabbed. Okay, I'm not saying that I'm really dependable, but I'm quite talkative, so it's quite easy for me to be grabbed. This is actually the pre-course that I want to show you. So Google Workspace, I thought I knew everything about the Google Workspace, but after I'm joining the cloud provider, well, whoa, Google Workspace itself is already has a lot of things that I need to learn too. But I learned some of as well in the SGBVA course. And there's also Canva. So even though you don't know how to use Canva, who's the name? I forgot again. Sorry, lost. Short-term memory loss. But I remember you, girl, but I just don't remember your name. You said you cannot do Canva, then meaning you can learn it from this pre-training lesson. Okay. Trello and Asana is actually project management tools, and Tilda is actually landing page. Landing page we're gonna need it because let's say the client saw you in the Instagram, LinkedIn, or something like it. They will need to know more about you, so they need to land somewhere. So this is where I land me, landing page, Tilda. Okay, you're gonna learn it from here. Those 5 things, learn it. 1 month is not enough actually, but still it's a good time for you to learn it because I know you guys must be busy. And then the class is in live session. Even though it's live, it's going to be recorded, and the recording will be there for 6 months. So after those 6 months, it's going to be erased, so you can always replay it again. I remember back then I cannot remember, like it's always like going out of my brain, the scheduling thing, calendar management in Google Calendar. I thought it's one of the hardest thing that I have to learn. But right now, these days, I use it every day. Even I teach some of my friends about the Google Calendar. It's kind of funny, and people are like, "Oh wow!" But back then, I was thinking, "Oh, it's so hard." And right now, it's actually so easy because I keep replaying the videos as well until I understand it. Student advisor again is like the teacher. Tanya is herself is always there. So there's a group that you're gonna have Tanya in it. So you will have 2 groups, big group and small group. Both of it, there's Tanya in it, but Tanya always active in the big group. Even back then, we have hundreds of students at my batch. I was batch 10, Rose is batch 14. Even those hundreds people, we were asking Tanya, look at my portfolio, is it good? She replied us one by one, all of those 100 students, one by one. See? And then there's also supportive community. Back then, when I just joined the Alumni Hub, I'm kind of shocked. How come they gave the solution so easily? How come they gave us the jobs? I'm like, they don't want this job. But it's because it's easy for us to get a job right now. We cannot handle it, so we give it to you guys as well. Okay, those the community and alumni hub. Okay, and you have no idea your small group is gonna be like one of your closest friend maybe later, because you want to be surrounded by people who want to upgrade themselves as well. If you want to upgrade yourself, you cannot stay with those people who want to stay lazy and all. Right? You want to be surrounded by people who want to go find something more, right? This is another fundamental skills. I used to learn the lead generation because I like it. I don't really like social media management, although I like to scroll Instagram, but I don't like to manage it. So if you like it, you like to scroll Instagram, for example, or you like to commenting people's in Facebook or something like it. You can learn about social media management as well. Later on, you will know how to do the research, how to see the statistic about your posting, something like it. I like lead generation and project management. And I even say back then, email and calendar management is quite hard, but these days that is still the thing that I'm still doing as well. So there's a lot of skills, fundamental skills. This is just fundamental. You're not gonna learning something that's quite hard. Like you have to learn the AI of the emailing. No, you don't have to do that. Okay. And even though after those fundamental sessions, there's also another class which is Q&A class with the specialist that you can ask them in chats. You can ask them, oh, if I have this kind of problem, how to solve it. Those specialists are gonna help you answering your questions together with all of your friends in that batch. So everyone gonna learn together with you. Okay. There's also another bonus lessons. Back then I was just using Instagram, but right now I saw that LinkedIn is actually one of the best tools that we need to have and master, because LinkedIn is like a common thing for professional work, right? And after that, when you already have a client, you will see that you will need to do a competitor analysis as well. And this how to grow your VA business, meaning that as a VA, you're not an employee. You can have your own business. For example, I ever have a guest speaker as well. She is a mom. She is not working for quite a long time, but in the end, now what she's doing is actually she's having this VA business. So she is like captain, and then some of the VAs are her let's say her friends in her batch who cannot talk with clients at all will be under her. So she will sell her friends to do the services that her friends gonna do, but she's gonna be the one who gonna talk to the clients. So you made your own agencies, your own VA business. And if you're afraid of, oh, I mean, like, I'm a talkative person. It's easy for me to talk with clients, but some of you might be introverted person, and it's not easy for you to talk with people. You can find even the alumni still want to gain more people to join their agencies. That's if you're so afraid to make friends, okay? And then this is the coaches that you trainers that you're gonna meet in the batch. There's some Indonesian. Back then when I was back then in batch 10, it was more in from Philippines. The coaches, the trainers are coming from Philippines. But now there's Indonesian, Russian, Tajikistan. There's a lot more. So yeah, even though you cannot, I know that Indonesian people usually cannot speak in English. That's why we have more trainers in Indonesia now. They can speak English quite so good. So for people not coming from Indonesia, you can be, you don't have to worry. But if you're coming from Indonesia and you worry about your English, sometimes you can ask them in Indonesian, but it's better if you learn it still and still give the questions, even though it's not gonna be a good grammar. Let it be. Just go, because even though you're having a US client, they will still understand if your grammar is not good. Okay, it's time for you to be more confident by talking with them, talking with your friends in that batch in English, because you have to use it in the end. Okay. Another support system in it, supportive group, alumni hub. There's also CDP, career development program. It's actually for like internship with a client. So this program is only available for people who already joined SGB. Even the alumni still can go with the CDP, but there's also like requirements that you need to be achieved. Like 80% of the homework, yes, we have homework, need to be solved, like need to be valued, not passing the deadline. So those are the people who can join CDP, because like this is truly SGB gonna put you really into the clients, and more people joining CDP are actually hired, literally hired by the client. So even though it's intern for 2 or 3 weeks, I forgot. Back then we don't have CDP. At my batch we don't have CDP. You can use this to gain your experience, put it in your portfolio, and then even though you're not hired by the client, you can show it to the new clients. But if you're good enough in that intern, that definitely the client's gonna snatch you out. Okay. There's also discovery call chatbot. We don't have that as well back then. So discovery call and interview is quite different. So if you go to the normal job, office job, you're gonna be interviewed, right? But meaning that the HR gonna interview you, you're gonna be asked so many questions, and you rarely can ask back, right? You can ask maybe just like the salary or the requirements, the expectation, that's all. But in this discovery call, you are expected to interview your client as well. So you need to, how to say, I don't want to say lure, but in my mind there's only lure. You have to like bait bait your clients to talk more about him or her, talk more about what they need. even like for now, they don't really know that they will need that. You still need to make them feel like, oh yeah, that one I might need too. You get what I mean? Like you discover them, like you're opening their layers. That's why you have to have this discovery call chatbot, so you can learn how to talk with the clients in this chatbot. And then this exclusive job vacancy group, we call it Tinder, not like Tinder app. We used to call it that, Tinder app, Tinder group, because um, the SGB team will actually matchmaking us with the client. So those clients is gonna be like interviewed by SGB team. So there's no scammer at all. At this is the only place that you can see no scammer at all, because they already interviewed, they already like tested. Okay, this client are really able to pay. They're not gonna faking it. Yeah, and all of the requirements from those clients is already set by the SGB team. So you just need to pick like a Tinder app, but this one is Tinder group. You just need to pick which client that you want to be matched with. Quite good, right? This is the only place with no scammer at all. And the community again, alumni, anything about it. CDP, this is actually CDP, and 90% of people who's joining the internship in CDP, they usually gonna be hired by the client, and you gain more experience. Even like this, Ayu and Sylvie, who joined previous batches CDP internship, Ayu said that she had a valuable experience that she can proud of to the new clients later on. And Ayu even said that this internship, this CDP thing, helping her to get her first client. So this CDP is actually so good. And this is how the discovery call chatbot. The community, I'm not in it here, but we have a lot of things. We have this kind of gathering in a lot of places. Even I'm living in Bekasi, so I joined the Bekasi gatherings. I joined the Jakarta gathering. I even ever joined the Bandung gathering, because that's how fun it is to gather together. Even Tanya came to Indonesia as well. I don't know about Qatar and Japan, but right now we already have Singapore and Malaysia as well, especially Singapore, yeah, because this is SGB. But Indonesia is like already around the places. So yeah, let's meet up then. There's a lot of alumni gonna join as well, because especially if they have agencies, yeah, because they want to see who's a good one. And there's also 6-week intense. We have this course is gonna be 6-week intensive program. So yeah, I'm gonna highlight you the intensive. Okay, it's so intense. There's a lot of homework, but this is for your own good. Okay, like for example, in the week 1, you have to know yourself first. That's why this week 1 is gonna focusing on you. Who are you? What is your skill gonna look like? Which service that you have to pick? Which niche is like your industry, let's say like that. I chose business development, lead generation, and the niche is interior design. But in the end, I found out that I'm very, very chatty person. Like now, you can see I'm a chatty person. So I joined more in sales thing. In this first week, I know myself more, and then there's a team in SGB as well to help you change your mindset from I cannot do anything to become like, okay, I want to try at least that for the first week. And then the next weeks, you're going to be like, okay, I'm quite confident now. Something like it. First is mindset. Okay. Week 2 is actually making your portfolio. After you know which service that you want to highlight, you need to make a good portfolio. So Anggoro, the CV and portfolio is going to be different. So this portfolio is going to be like you. So the client knows, oh, this is Anggoro. So that's why CV and portfolio cannot be the same, because CV is quite formal thing, but portfolio is more like customized on our own. I'm quite sparkly portfolio. My portfolio is quite sparkly. And then my student advisor said, "Can you dim down the sparkling thing?" Okay, remember that is in the second week. Week 3 is actually to communicate. Now you already know your service, your highlight service. You already have the portfolio. You have to know how to talk with the clients, how to make them want to have you as their virtual assistant, right? So this is the week that you're gonna learn about it, and you have to know which one is camera, which one is not. Okay, and then after you already gain those skills, then you can try to find the clients that suit you. This week is actually quite hard for me because I'm a lazy person. Okay, so finding clients is actually quite tiring for me. But I got my first client from this week because I do the finding clients as the homework thing. So it's a good thing still. And then the week 5, like week 4, we're chasing clients, we're talking to clients, we're liking their posts, something like it. Week 5 is how to make your Instagram, your LinkedIn, anything, your landing page to be more attractive. So the clients, when they saw you, they want to know you, they want to see how good you are. So the client's gonna come to you. Right now, how cocky I am to say this again. There are some clients who's coming to me, but because they're Indonesian, Indonesian with Indonesian rate, I'm so cocky right now. I'm so sorry, but I don't like to be this cheap. So I usually gonna give it to people. I'm gonna give it to my friends first. If they don't want it, I'm gonna put it in the alumni hub. That's what I'm doing. So there's a lot of alumni who's doing the same thing. But you can attract your own clients as well. You don't need to only wait for the alumni to give something that they don't want to you. Okay. And the week 6, yes, this is the last week. So you get everything that you still worry, you still need to ask to the trainers, to your advisor. You can ask it here. Like, we're gonna make you mold you into something shining. Okay, this is the time for you to learn to be a highly paid virtual assistant. You can be any virtual assistant, but you cannot be a highly paid virtual assistant that easily. So I'm going to show you, because I'm in self thing, I'm going to show you some examples. For example, one is email marketing. This is actually one of the things that I feel like it's so hard to learn. Yes, I'm a talkative person, but I'm not good at copywriting. And then Indian, I know, Singaporean people and Indonesian people is quite different. For example, Singapore people doesn't like to say, doesn't like to have an email like, "Good morning, sir. How are you today?" But in Indonesia, if you don't say those kind of things, you will feel like you're too cold. And I ever heard in Japan, I don't know if it's right. So tell us if it's not correct. I ever learned that in Japan, they would love to know something like, "Oh, this sakura is already blooming now, sir." Is it true? So those are the things that I need to learn too in the email marketing. But yeah, that one is actually, I learned it more in depth again. So anything in email marketing, the fundamental skill in email marketing, you will learn in SGB, like how often you're gonna have to send the email, what kind of tools that you can use for email marketing, how to analyze your email, like bounce rate, something like it. It's gonna be in here. And then there's another social media management. I like scrolling social media, but I don't like creating it, because you have to know when will you have to post it, what kind of posting that people would like, what kind of hashtag, what kind of titles that you have to put it. So you need to tailor something that high quality for your clients. You're gonna learn it here. Okay. There's also lead generation, which is my skill. I really like this because it's easy for me. For example, yeah, if you have a client, a dentist, no, not dentist, a supplier for dentist. So we have to see which dentist that we have to approach. Lead is actually potential clients. Okay, for Indonesian people, leads is actually potential clients. So they're not yet a client. They're still so cold. They don't know us even. That's what we call leads. After that, we're gonna lead them to be a client. That's why it's called lead. Okay. Again, if I'm selling a dentist supply, which kind of dentist that I have to seek? Because this is a high tech supplies, meaning that I need to find a quite young dentist, but they have quite amount of money, something like it. So I'm gonna try to find in my lead generation tools. Okay, I need to find at the age 25 to 35 dentist, and then he's graduating from this kind of university, for example. Yeah, those are lead generation things. Lead generation things. There's gonna be like a pipeline. How to say that? How to do that? Okay, those are the marketing things, sales things. Um, so the highly paid services is not actually only from sales. So let's say in finance, there's like tax people. Tax is so hard for me. Mm, Even like you're doing invoicing things, it's still so hard though, especially if your client is getting bigger and bigger, and then documenting things and then budgeting it, still gonna be one of the highly paid thing. Okay, I'm just talking because I'm a person in sales. I just want to know again, who are you? Are you again? I'm gonna remind you, I'm a lazy person who really, really love money. That's why, because I really, really love money, I'm gonna make money with lesser and lesser effort. That's me. But I want to know who you are. Are you actually a person who really love money like me? Or you're just, I want to have a freedom, I want to go vacation, because I have ever done a meeting when I was in Thailand as well. I just need my laptop. Um, and then I just want to make a new opportunity. I'm just bored because I don't want to be an original, or not original, how to say, a boring, not a boring. Like, I don't want to be just a housewife, maybe like that. Or you said, I want to know myself more. I want to know what is my true calling. You're actually one of the person be who'll be benefited if you join the SGB. But oh, sorry. But if you're like, I'm a lazy person, okay? So it's okay for you to be lazy, because lazy people is actually trying to strategize things so you can do less but gain more. But if you're like a hopeless person who doesn't want to do anything and just hoping that God um giving you those gold coming from the sky, it's not for the SGBVA course, is not for you. And yeah, maybe someday gold can come from the sky, but I can't see it's in near future, guys. So if you want to be a better person, learn more skills, come on, join us. Because I mean, like, you will be left behind if you're one of these people, right? I want to show you the price, but it's not a discounted price. So wait for me. I'm gonna show you the discounted price. Don't be scared. I just want to discuss about the packages. There's 3 packages in it. Okay, first package. Oh no, the second package first. This is actually the main one. So the favorite one is actually the pro package. All of the things that I've already mentioned just now is actually inside that pro package. But if you feel like pro package is too expensive, yes, you can choose the by myself. Okay, but as the name, by myself, meaning that you're doing it on your own, nobody's around, so no alumni hub, no community, no your small group friends, no big group still, job vacancies still, student advisor, no. So no one gonna check your homework and give you, oh, this things is the things that you need to revise. No student advisor. Okay, that is for by myself. And if you see again, the 15 PA skill lessons already gone, Q&A, live Q&A also gone, bonus lessons also gone. So yeah, for me back then, I'm a cheapskate person for myself. So I know when I count this pro and the by myself, for me, by myself is more expensive. That's for me. But if you feel like, oh, I can only afford the by myself, it's still okay. Yeah, guys. At least you want to learn something. And then there's also the premium package. If you think like, oh, this pro package is it's not good enough for me. I want to have more than that. I want to be more confident in having new clients, having a clients in VA. Yes, you can choose the premium because it's not gonna be just student advisor. You have a personal manager for helping you in the course, and there's also the one-on-one session with personal manager. There's also another coach, again a 4-week client seeking journey with a mentor. That's after the course is done. So there's a lot of additional thing that you will have in the premium. I even have a guest speaker back then who chose the premium. He said that, I have the money and I just want to stop with, I want to quit my current job. I need to have a new client soon. So I picked the premium. You might be one of the person, but I remind you it's only for 100 slots. Yeah, because it's still 1 month from now. I think the 100 slot is still okay. Even though when you already choose the premium package, you can still choose, okay, I want to downgrade it to pro, because if you already chose the pro and then some other time you felt like, I'm gonna choose the premium, the slot might be already gone. Okay, so the premium package is actually giving you a lot of more benefit. The chat support, the portfolio optimization, and then another guidance again. I heard there's also, I don't know if it's because I'm choosing pro. Yeah, I have no money back then. I even paid with my credit card. Okay, because I have no money back then. I heard also there's like a comparison between the actual and the planning. So if you already make the planning and then the actual is not aligned with it, you're gonna be helped how to chase the targeted goal. So 15% of the premium students got claimed during this 4 weeks program. Okay, this SGBVA course is actually a good, really good investment. Okay, I know it sounds quite pricey. I have no money at all back then. I'm even using my credit card because I have no money. I'm a person who was so afraid of using credit card. And yeah, I mean, like, if I use my credit card, I should know that I can pay it. But back then, I don't know if I can pay it. But I still feel like, okay, I need to take a leap of faith because I know there's a lot of things that are gonna be gained. And you, as you can see here, you can earn, it's an earn up to 50 USD per hour, but you can actually earn more than 50 USD per hour being a virtual assistant. And you have a new profession, you have a new skill set, you have a new community with people who's actually trying to upgrade themselves. So you're changing your surroundings with, from people who's being lazy and hoping for the gold coming from sky, into the people who's trying to be a better person. So you can be a better person. So let's say it's like uh how to say, yeah, I want to say like an alcoholic groups who want to stop alcoholic things, but it's like a group for people who want to have a better life, have a better, happier family. And then this SGBVA course, there's a lot of things. I already mentioned quite a lot now. Student advisors, discovery chatbot, internship, a lot of things you gain. Okay, and the job vacancies is actually lifetime, yeah, lifetime, and only for SGBVA team. And even though like me, I'm in batch 10, I still can see that Tinder group, but I mean like I'm too lazy even to check because I'm already having my client. Okay, and this certificate, I saw someone coming from SMK. I didn't put the name, sorry. And then someone is still in college. This might kind of sound a little bit harsh because unless you're coming from Harvard, Oxford, something like that, who's already internationally known, let's say that you're coming from Universitas Indonesia, even it's not really that internationally known, it will be worthless. So this certification is actually more worth it than than your college certification. I'm sorry, but I was graduated bachelor degree as well. Still, it's no use, no use. But this certificate, especially, again, I want to boost off. Um, I was rank one. I got rank one at my batch, and that is the thing that's really attracting people as well. So try to gain that ranking one. Okay, guys, this certificate plus ranking one, people gonna come to you like an end. Okay, here you are. Here is the price for the discounted price, and it's only gonna be for 2 days, guys. Okay, remember the premium is only 100 slots, and then even though right now you don't know if you have any money to join the premium yet, don't worry because we have the deposit first. So right now, if you cannot choose, maybe you can choose the premium first, and the deposit is still the same. It's only 75 Singapore dollar or 950,000 Indonesian rupiah. Anything that you put, let's say you're using your credit card or you're using bank transfer, it's still gonna have money back guarantee. Money back guarantee meaning you already joined SGB now, today, this session, and then you felt like I don't have money anymore to pay the rest of it. I think I'm gonna quit here. So the let's say like the wall, like the deadline for you to choose to back out to get your money back guarantee is at September 27th. At 27th, you already got two classes, 23rd and 25th. Yes, or three classes, yeah. 23rd, 25th, and 27th maybe. You already have at least two classes lah. Those two classes, pre-courses, and the bonuses that I'm gonna show you. You will have all of it. It will be for free because you get all of your money back guarantee, 100%. Nothing like no tax, not gonna be deducted with anything. Okay, unless you're using pay later things. So that is one of the things that you can do, especially only for Indonesian. You can choose your pay later to pay this course. It's a good thing, right? Because I won't ask you to go for a debt, but you can see it as an investment, not a debt. You have to choose wisely where you want to put your money. Okay, you can also choose half payment. Even though you choose half payment or full payment, let's say, you can still have the money back guarantee. Oh, okay, there's a little bit changes. It's the money back guarantee is at 26, not 27. Okay, and then if you join us tonight in this my session, okay, you can have this instant access to SGBVA Growth Lab. What is Growth Lab? It's actually like CDP. It's an internship, but internship in the SGB. SGB is one of my first clients. I was actually one of the moderators too here. So some of the moderators already knows me more than anyone. Yeah, I used to be the one who's doing the chatting too, but now I'm already hosting the workshop because I'm so chatty. Yeah, being an intern in SGB, you actually can learn a lot. You can see how the systemized thing. I'm gonna show you this. So Nurul here, she said that she felt more confidence. Everything that she already learned in the class, in the course, it's actually used in the intern as well, in the growth lab as well. But it's more organized. It's more easy to see. You know how the system is gonna need it, something like it. And Putri said, oh, that's Putri who already. Oh, Nurul said, sorry, Putri who said that everything is more organized. Sorry, but Nurul here said that everybody in the internship, even like the senior, is actually so kind. Yeah, because I felt that as well. The seniors also gave us their knowledge, they gave us their tricks to do it. So yeah, we learned a lot more in the intern. So only for people who join in tonight. So if you're already alumni, sorry, the Growth Lab cannot. You can go with the CDP, but Growth Lab cannot, guys. It's only for the people who's joining tonight. Okay. So another thing I want to show is the bonus. So if you choose the deposit, you can have the Secure Your First Client PDF where you can learn anything about attracting clients, etc., etc. You will learn more in depth in the class, yes, but if you already read about this, you actually can already gain a new client, because we had those kind of students who joined the pre-course, joined the SGB, and at the pre-course, they already got the first client. We already have it now, okay? And if you choose the half, you get the Secure Your First Client, and then you will have the stand out, meaning, because there's a lot of VA these days, well, you have to stand out, right? How to make your own portfolio, how to make your Instagram profile looks more stand out, something like that. It's gonna be learned here. Sorry. Okay, and in the end, if you choose the full payment, you're gonna have the whole package until the beginner power pack. I've seen this beginner power pack. Good thing for me as a host of this workshop, I get this bonus as well. This is really good, because I remember it's actually quite like 8 folders in it. And one of the folders, I felt like, oh, if I have this before I join SGB, I might not need to join SGB, but no, still need to join SGB. But one of the things that makes me kind of afraid to chase clients is because I don't know how much do I need to charge them. But it's gonna be inside the folder as well. Okay, and you will understand more about the VA, but you might not understand who you are. But yeah, at least you already know the things about the VA. And once you already done learning everything in the class, you can see everything already in the bonuses as well. Again, guys, you can choose Playful, and then you can ask for a money back guarantee. You don't have to worry. Okay, and if you choose okay, back then it was, if you choose the half and full, I'm gonna give you the Upwork 101, but now they're already they're giving it for everyone who's just paying tonight. Another PDF, Upwork 101. You can, if you remember, Rose said that she got her first client from Upwork. So what else? You can choose the payment with credit card or bank transfer or OVO. Again, I'm gonna tell you that there's an option in Pay Later for Indonesian only. Shopee Pay Later, Go Pay Later, Kredivo. You can choose those. Okay, there's installment up to 12 months even. Crazy about the Pay Later, but the Pay Later doesn't have the money back guarantee. Okay, because SGB cannot pay back to that. Let's say you use Kredivo, SGB cannot pay back to Kredivo. Okay, but if you use credit card, it can, SGB can give the money back. Okay, it can be canceled. Okay, so you don't have to worry about this. Even I have a student who said that, I'm gonna pay with credit card, I'm gonna choose the full payment, but I'm gonna back out at the first week. That at that time I'm gonna back out, ya kak. She said that, but no, she's just like me, who eventually fell in love with SGB. So I just wanted to be you as well, to be fall in love with SGB. But try it out. You might want to ask the money back guarantee. You gain all of the bonuses. And SGB is not a fake, not a scammer. You can check Growmenco and Partners Pte Ltd because it's in Singapore, legalized in Singapore, and we have already 25 batches, 26 batch, 27 is already ongoing. More than 15,000 alumni, remote workers community. We already interviewed, already articled in this newspaper. This is actually a good newspaper in Indonesia. Yeah, people who's not coming from Indonesia, really good one, especially Kompas, Berita Satu, Bisnis Indonesia, iNews. It's not like a little newspaper, so we cannot scam them, right? Okay, because the Q&A session is already open, even though I'm not done yet talking. I'm gonna say thank you for the team back end because I'm quite tired. Okay, I want to ask Rose to join us. Rose, hello.
Hi. Hi, guys.
Okay, thank you so much. Rose is already back here, and people already giving the questions. I want to seek. Okay, this question is, I hope it's for Rose. So, how do you find connection that align with your potential or patience and build client trust from portfolio with no experience whatsoever? How do you reach out to clients and acquire them through SGBVA? And how do you convince your family? Yes, especially your husband to take SGBVA course. What service do you offer clients, and what made you decide to offer them? Okay, are they tailored to your patient or potential, or are they tailored to clients' requests? Okay, does SGBVA help you determine which services to offer clients align with your interests and talents? The last one, what strategies can we use to build strong network, and what are the most in-demand services or skills that virtual assistant can offer to clients? Oh,
Wow,
for me, this is
lengkap.
yes, this is actually so on fire. Rose, give
Okay.
the stage to you.
Okay. So, because this question is very complete, so good job. And thanks for asking. So, I'm just gonna tell you the story, how I get the clients without any work experience. So, I'm gonna share with you guys the details of it now. So, please stay tuned and listen. Um, okay. So, first, I joined the course, right? And then I just know, okay, there is this job opportunities that we can find in Upwork. So in during the I actually got my first two clients from Upwork, and it was on the second week of the course. So when I started the SGBVA course, I just know that, oh, okay, so you can find jobs in Upwork and then in social media and stuff, like what they teach us, right? So back then I feel like, okay, I need to do it now rather than later after the course, because my mindset was everyone will be a virtual assistant at the same time, right? In the batch. So I need to have a head start. So I'm trying it out first. In Upwork, I created an account. And thank God, back then it was free. So I can get 30 free connects to try it out first. And in Upwork, what I did was I searched for the simplest job I can find. So in my mind, what I can do without experience is only one, research, and two, doing simple graphic design. So I filter the job searches there. I write research. Okay. So and then there's like a lot of research jobs. So I'm seeing research like market research, competitor research and stuff. Of course, I don't know how to do that, right? Because I have no experience. But I found one that is actually it is a trend research. So basically it is looking for people to do research on social media trends. Okay, that is something that I can do because I understand what it means, right? So I tried to apply. And in that application, I write the cover letter as personal as possible, as professional as possible, but not, you know, not too long. Everything is to the point and precise. And also, I combine that. If you have the opportunity to see the client's past history with other freelancers, right? If you can see their history, you will find out like sometimes they will tell you their name, their company, like in the reviews. So I usually I look for that. I need to know who is this person posting the job. Okay. this is one trick, guys. So once I know, it is easier to follow them up in Upwork and also social media. So usually what I do in Upwork, I am not only relying on the bidding. If you guys know with the connects, right, people will bid for jobs and then pay money for it. I am quite cheap, guys. So I'm not in my 2 years, I never buy any connects. Okay. So I'm just waiting for the free ones accumulate and then start looking for jobs. Okay, so in that, so I do the submission, proposal submission on Upwork, and then if I can find the client's name or if I can find them in social media, I will follow up there as well. And guess what? Two clients that I approach with that 30 free connects, both of them responded to me immediately and they're saying, okay, let's do this, let's try it out, because it's just simple jobs, like there's nothing to lose for them. Okay, so the simple job, and then they see me very proactive, and then I give them ideas as well in my cover letters, and they start to trust me. So that is one big tip that I can give for you. Also, that is for Upwork and then getting clients, right, to acquire them. And next one is how to reach client. Oh, through SGPVA. Okay. SGPVA, because I know that they have the community. It is very important because uh I have worked with SGP as well for a period of time as part of the moderators and also as a CDP supervisor. So uh I actually learned email marketing with my clients, and then in SGP, I also supervising in the CDP program as in email marketing. So uh, what I'm very proud to say is that I choose SGP because they opened the opportunity for their alumni. Okay, so there is a possibility for you to work in SGP as well, which opens doors. That happens to me with Tanya. Tanya have referred to me like about 3 clients personally, and then yeah, so SGP also open doors. It's not only from Upwork, it's also from the community as well. And then services. Okay, this is really fun because I do a lot of things. I wear multiple hats during these 2 years. First, I start with research and like simple graphic design. This is just creating PPT, right? And then I started to do social media management, just like what's being taught in the course. And then I do email marketing as well, like in the course. And then I grow from those roles. Now I'm being a community manager in Discord and WhatsApp. And then I am also an executive assistant to my client. And then for the second client that I have right now, I am in business development and CEO support. So these are the roles that I'm handling now. So it's like, mm, upgrading like slowly but surely, like doing small tasks. And then now I am handling like big roles like in the company. So that is my experience now. Okay. And then does SGPVA help me to determine the service? Yes, of course. And I also, oh yeah, guys, I also search for job based on passions as well because I don't, for example, I am not good at finance or things like that. Okay, so I'm not a numbers person, so I cannot actually work in those type of area like bookkeeping or anything. So I am not applying to those type of things. I apply to those that I'm passionate about. One is actually inspiration, like motivation. So one of my client is a coach. So I am working with her. She's a wellness coach for women. So that is something that I'm passionate about as a mom, and I want to inspire people also. So we resonate in that. And then one is actually in education, the first 2 clients in education, because I care so much about learning, and like me myself, I'm learning all the way here. Like learning never stops, basically. So yeah, I apply with passion. So I think it is important to um, work in your passion and then have the flexibility of it all. Especially being a mom, it's yeah, it's necessary to have that. Mm, okay, I think that is all the questions, right?
Oh, thank you so much. You already answered a lot of them, and we have
Yeah.
more to come. Flo, I hope that's already answered your questions. Yeah, and I might just want to add more about convincing your family. I know it's quite hard because in Indonesia it's not common for doing a virtual assistant. I I didn't like, for example, yeah, I didn't tell my husband back then. I didn't tell my father even as well. But in the end, after I do it, they can see that how growing I am. Even like my dad is one of the person who's rarely um, praising anyone. But now you can say like, oh, she work at here. She can work at home, but she gained this much of money. He even do that now, but he's not that kind of person back then. So yeah, sometimes you just have to have that faith that you're gonna be a good one, and you're gonna prove it to them that you're gonna be it. Okay. Next questions. Okay. Okay, I saw this. So this is good. I'm a master student and also working. Do you think I I I still can join the course and work as a VA with that academic classes too? Uh, what do you think? And about her English as well.
Okay, so you're still studying and also working. Do you guys know that there are a lot of people actually doing this right now, especially students abroad? So, for example, right, I am now working in an education company where we are communicating. I am actually communicating as a community manager. So I know students a lot, university until masters, until PhDs. And a lot of them are actually seeking opportunities like this online. And it is quite common for them to do studies and then extra work because they know outside in schools abroad, it is quite common for you to expand your horizon when you're studying. So it is something that is possible to do, I say, because there are a lot of people that are doing it. I think that is the answer. So it's definitely possible to do it as long as you can do the time management right and you know your capacity, you know your capability of handling time constraints. Yeah.
Mhm. And in the end, you just need. I mean, like, if you feel like you're doing it, and you're not gonna be happy because you're joining SGBVA, and then you're having clients, and you feel like, oh, I'm gonna be trained. You don't have to do it. You can do it later. But I mean, like, you can see how happy we are right now. We're having our own time. Um, you're doing a master class, and it is actually so good. But yeah, I still gonna say SGPVA is gonna bring you more happiness. That's what I can say. Sorry. And then I have this question that I really want you to answer. Do you have Indonesian clients ever, Rose?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Okay.
So, can you hear us about comparing Indonesian clients with foreign clients, and what skills that you have to satisfy these clients?
Okay. So, to give you guys context, my longest client is actually the first client that I got from Upwork, and I'm still working with him until now for 2 years, and we're still ongoing. And that is speaking about long term, right? If
Mhm.
long term, how can I ensure that long term relationship, right? So, how to ensure is one that I am always bringing fresh perspective to the client. So, at first, the client only hired me for a research job, okay? And then I give him some ideas to build a community around the company and then building the company together with him. So, until now, I'm the community manager, and my role is like immediately increase, right? So I'm upgrading in my role, I'm upgrading my salary, and then the hours I work as well. So I am growing together with him, and he also feels like this is what he said to me like multiple times. He's considering me as a partner because he knows if we hire a new person, it will be such a hassle, okay? To relearn everything about the company, to get your vision the same way and then the mission the same way, it's gonna be a hassle. So that is what ensures you to have a long-term partnership, is to build something together and have the passion to do it together from the start. I think it is the one thing that holds that, stickiness, like you're sticking to this company and the clients feel secure with you as well. And with clients from Indonesia, okay, my client from Indonesia is in my circle, basically. So I offered the service first for free, and then starting then, I think for just one month free trial lah. And then after that I got paid. So the difference is with Indonesian clients, of course, the pay. The pay, we are limited to our currency. That is one thing. So that is why I prefer to work with overseas clients
All right.
now. But to start, you can start from your closest circle, like offer free services, or if they see your value, they see your worth, they might wanna continue that or pay for your services rather than for them doing it themselves or not gaining anything when they're handling it themselves, basically. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Rose. So that's actually the last questions is already asked by our team because it's almost 9 here. Also in Indonesia, especially if you imagine you're coming from Japan, I think it's already 11. Yeah. So let's continue. I'm so sorry I cannot read all of the questions, and I tried to answer it all with the chats as well, but there's too much questions. Sorry, guys. Another polling for you guys. How interested now? You're joining us in our community as GBVA. Are you interested to join the course? Please say yes, so you can talk with us in the alumni hub as well. You can tag me, tag Rosalind. It's easier that way. Okay. Ooh, please. Okay, I hope you guys are more interested. I'm interested. Please contact me. Yes, that's good. Woo. Okay, next. I'm gonna show you a little bit of sneak peek. What is SGBVA? Meanwhile, you're doing the polling. So here is gonna be the class. It's gonna be a Zoom class, and most of it is gonna be live sessions. There are some little pieces of already recorded, but there's in the end gonna be a Q&A session as well. It's gonna be live, the Q&A. So even though it's a live session, you don't have to put makeup on since you cannot turn on your camera. Okay, only the coach is gonna be seen. Okay, and this is also a Google Classroom. I learned that Google has Google Classroom from SGBVA. I thought I'm good at Google, but not really then. And then the example of the Telegram group this is for the big group. So we have that in the group, if you can see the chat, and then official announcements is like, oh, this person. Correct me if I'm wrong, Rose. Maybe I'm wrong. Official announcements like, oh, this person already got the job, right? No. There's also like one session. You kind of
Sorry?
the official announcement is for is it for the homework or for the Rosalind already got her first client?
Oh my God.
You forgot as well, okay?
Yeah, I don't remember.
But we have those kind of things as well. So everyone's gonna congratulate you. So yeah, it's time for you to chase. I'm gonna have my first client. Rose is better than me. She got her first client at the 2nd week. I'm actually having my first client at the 4th week because I'm quite afraid. I'm not this confident. Okay, so if you think I'm already this confident back then, I'm not. I used to think, oh, I cannot do anything. I don't have any skills. I don't know how to sell myself. So it's normal. Okay, guys. Even me, I was also those kind of people. And then you have a small group. And the small group was back then. I was like 12 people. How much your small group? How much member in your small group, Rose?
Sorry, I think this. Okay, okay. The small group back
Mm-mm.
then, I think it's 8 or 10, I
8 or
believe. Yeah.
I remember I was in 12, I guess. But now it's already like standardized. It's only like 10 people.
Oh,
Um,
that would be great. Yeah.
mm-mm,
So it's not a lot, right?
and the premium is actually better. The small group for the premium, the students is actually only 5 students in it. So more intense, more close. Okay. And then again, student advisor for the pro package by myself has no student advisor, and it's gonna be personal manager for the premium. The student advisor or the personal manager gonna give you the personal feedbacks for your homeworks, and then the course is actually all in one. Do you feel that way too, Rose? All in one?
I think so. Well, yeah, it is like a complete package, right? Because of I think what matters is we're learning the skills and then know how to package it, I think, and sell it to people.
Even back then, yeah, when I was in the class in my batch, I even talked to my small group team, like, oh, I thought this course is actually expensive, but after we joined the class and we know everything that all
Yeah.
offered to us, it's actually so cheap, yeah.
Well, yeah, if you get your clients, it will be, well, for me, my BEP break even point is after like, yeah, having those first two clients in the first jobs, that is already BEP for me.
Break even.
So yeah, I'm very, yeah, happy with that.
And I just want to let you guys know as well that as a VA, mostly we will have the client pay us first before we do the job, right?
Mm,
And
right.
then I remember because I need to pay my credit card, right? So let's say it's like 350 Singapore dollar. My first client paid me 500 USD. So it's before my credit card deadline is already arrived. So really back then, what motivates me is really, oh, I need to get my first client so I can pay my credit card. You guys can use that as motivation as well, maybe. But yeah, I remember my friend in the small group. She cannot talk in English at all, but she's trying because all of us, most of us are Indonesian. I remember there's only one Singaporean and one Malaysian in my small group. This person is coming. This my friend from this small group. She's coming from Lampung. She cannot speak English, but she's trying, and we understand what she already talk, how she speak to us, so we understand what she wants to say. In the end, now she has a boyfriend, a foreigner boyfriend. So she's learning English with us. That is one of the reason it's all in one. We're not gonna giving you a boyfriend, but you at least learn English. It's just a joke, okay, guys. Okay. I just want to remind you again, the discount is only for 2 days. You can pick whatever you want to choose. For me, I'm gonna tell you, at least you choose the premium first, using only the deposit. Maybe, in the end, if you cannot, you think like, okay, this is too expensive. Okay, you can move down to pro, because when you already choose the pro, it's kind of hard for you to get the premium. Okay, again, the deposit is only 75 Singapore dollar or 950,000 rupiah. And when you choose to join us now, you can already have, this is instantly you're gonna get this SGBVA growth lab, meaning that you instantly gonna be, I cannot say instantly then, quite like it's easy for you to be approved to join internship in SGBVA. But of course, you need to do your homework. If you're not doing your homework, like you have to have 80% of the homework done in the deadline time too. Okay, that's only the requirements, I guess. So it's that easy to join the internship in SGBVA. So you don't have to worry, I'm gonna be jobless. No, if you join now, you can have this first. Okay,
Mm.
income for beginner is 350 Singapore dollar. Sorry, 350 Singapore 350 Singapore dollar for the first month as a beginner. So it's gonna be like BEP, like just Rose just mentioned now, and you just work 2 to 3 hours per day. I remember someone asking in the Q&A, but I cannot read it. He or she asked, what if you want to take a day off?
Mm. Okay, okay. So it actually depends on your clients. So I am very thankful that both of my clients, they are not in a strict time. So as long as the job is done, then it's good. So what I'm doing is actually I plan it in a week. So this is an example agreement, right? For my clients. So every Monday I will have a checkup meeting, and this is I'm gonna list with the clients like what I'll be doing in this week. And then next week on the Monday again, and then we will discuss what I did and then what I have done, and then prepare for the next week. That is going on every week. And then for the daily tasks, just like in the presentation before, so that is what I'm doing. So I'm separating based on my availability. So every job that I am doing is based on my availability now. So let's say there's a day where I'm busy or even my son needs me more, right? I can just, as long as I get the workload done in a week for the clients, then it's fine. It doesn't matter for them if I want to do it like at night or in the morning. I don't have to be online at the specific time, but at least every Monday I have the checkup meeting. That's it.
Mhm, mhm. So yeah, even I already mentioned that my first client paid me 500 USD for 50 hours, but in the end I only work for 30 hours per month, which means it's not even 1 hour a day. Let's say 1 hour a day. Some of them is gonna be like 5 hours, but some of them is not even having anything. I'm still
Mhm.
paid fully, something like it. So you can manage your own time as a VA.
Yeah.
Okay. So again, you can cover all of the price for this SGB courses from your clients, especially if you're using CC like me. Okay, I'm gonna show you a little bit about the alumni. Like here, Mariska, she was laid off, but now she has international clients as an executive VA. There's also Naomi. Naomi's story is quite sad because back then it was COVID, and then her mom got sick, and then her mom passed away, and she cannot go back to her mom, which is in different island. She lives in near Jakarta, and her mom is in Medan. She cannot go, so she is thinking like doing this flexible job is gonna be easier for her to fly to her mom. Of course, I mean, like your parents are getting old, your child is getting bigger, and then someday they won't play anymore with you guys. So this is the time for you to be around your family. Someday they'll be busy as a teenager or something like it, right? And then there's also Rick, losing his dad, losing his grandpa and uncle, and then he's rarely home because he is working at a ship. So now he felt like, okay, I need my own time. So he's choosing the SGBVA. So as you can see, this is maybe the first guy. Oh no, we have Rainer as well back then in the experience page. But yeah, VA is not only for female, yeah, there's also male people, male VA, okay? Evelyn, who's saying that she's wasting 3 hours a day for just only for traffic, but now she saved those 3 hours, even though you're still want to doing the traffic, it's up to you, but you still can do the job while doing the traffic things, okay? Earn some money. Bonnie, who's her last experience was in 1997, which is almost 30 years ago. Yes, almost 30 years ago. But now she's having new clients again. So you know how old she is. Doesn't matter. Worldwide clients doesn't care about your age. They care about your experience, your skills. That's all. Okay. Jihaniar, she is actually tired with all of her full-time job before, but now she is handling 5 global clients and have time for her son. Meaning that even though she's tired with her full-time job, in the end she's still gonna choose 5 clients at a time. So and a son, which is so great. She's actually a high capacity girl. And then if you want to see more alumni say something about it, go check the SDBVA_alumni hub. You can check whoever you want to see, and then you can even chat them if you want to know. If you still think this is actually a scam, you can chat them and ask, is it truly not a scammer? You can ask them. Choose anyone that you would like to ask. There are some questions already mentioned in the Q&A, and I already said that it's going to be answered here. So this is the frequently asked questions. I want to ask Rose to answer it, yeah, because I think people already get bored with my answers. Okay, if they say I really want to join but I don't have any money, what do you want to say to them?
Okay, so yeah, I know that this course might be pricey, and I understand the concern. First, me too. When I see the webinar and then look at SGBVA, of course, I rethink. I think like, is this real? Is really will it happen? But I am thankful now to say that, yeah, I'm thankful that I made the decision to actually try it out first. So I think one of the solution that is really great is the money back guarantee one,
Mhm.
because we have that security, right? We need to see it first, we try it first, we don't like it, then we don't buy. So it's
Mhm.
very fair in a way. So one thing also to mention is that at the time I was very, very stuck. Like my mind is blank. Like I really need to change my life. So that is what pushed me to actually try it.
Yeah. And then for me, I want to say, well, are you currently paying your kids' school? If yes, then why you push them to like to be your investment? Why? It's too burdensome for them, right? Why don't you put it on you? I mean, like if you pay your school, your kid's school, and you tell them you have to be someone later when you grow up, and you have to give it back to me. You have to handle me. How about you invest it on yourself right now? You choose because you want to make your kids happy. You don't want your kids to be in sandwich generation again. You put it investment in yourself. Yes, it's hard. Yes, it's expensive. I felt that way too, but you have to find a solution for you. My solution is my credit card. Maybe you have another solution that you felt like it's already good enough for you. You know you better than me, okay? But this is a truly, truly good investment. And yeah, I just want you to use that to motivate you. Anything that you choose is going to be motivating you to pay that debt or anything like it. Okay, next question. Will AI replace the role of a virtual assistant?
Okay, this is so not true. Okay, why? Because all of my clients actually encourage me to use AI because it will bring more efficiency to my work. So I don't have, for example, for research, right? I can just ask ChatGPT like, what is, for example, the trending topic now? And then it will list me, right? And then I can just go to the link and then check it out myself and then compile and everything. So you see that process, guys, right? I am using AI, but in the end, the decision making is on me. So everything that is, uh, so everything in work, actually, you will always need human connection. So that is one important thing. Although AI will have all of the data, all they have the knowledge, but to make a decision based on your experience or based on the company's or business experience, it will be very different. AI just give you something general, and for business, like there are ups and downs in the business, right? So we can analyze that and then interpret it together, integrate everything together. So I think that is the role for virtual assistants. So we're not being replaced, but we're actually using it to our benefit. Yeah.
Mhm. And I just want to remind you guys, have you ever complained to something in the website and then the person who answering you is actually the AI? Have you? And do you think it's good? They're doing a good job? No, yeah. So
Sure.
there's still a huge need for human touch. Okay, guys. So no need to worry about it. Okay. Next, I really want to join the course, but I don't have time. That back then money, now it's time.
Okay. Time, it may seem very, hard to do, right? Especially when you're a mom. I get it. Me too. First time, I feel like I won't have time to do this. But guys, how long have you been scrolling on your Instagram or in TikTok? Like, do you even realize the doom scrolling every night? So that is couple of hours that you can actually use to learn something or at least upgrade your skills because that is what I've been doing ever since I'm becoming a VA. There is less of me doing those needless scrolling. It's more focus on work or I'm just gonna sleep. It's good for the body as well if we're not like scrolling until midnight for something. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's actually like addicting for you. They want you to get addicted to those social media, and that's a good answer. Um, for me, I'm gonna say to you, yes, if you have no time and then you're joining SGBVA, yes, it's gonna be such a hassle, but it's an investment again. So not the money, not just the money, but also the time. But in the end, once you already decide you're gonna be fully VA like us, you get the freedom of your own. You can choose what you want to do with your time. You're not obligated to come to your office. You're not obligated to be in the traffic jam. Okay? It's your own time. It's your choice later on. It's gonna be hard now, but it's still your option to be free. Okay? Now, what if they don't speak English, Rose?
Okay. How well should I speak English? Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, guys. Having a basic English is good. Having a great English is better. Okay, so that is the difference. Clients, they understand that we are not from the same country, not
Mhm.
in the same time zone. They understand that there will be a language barrier.
Mhm.
Okay, that is they understand because they hire someone overseas. That is what expected, right? So basic English, yes, you need to do it if you want to have international clients. You guys need to understand each other, at least in chats, in emails, in sending proposals, in cover letters. It is very important to have good English, but not exactly very strict, especially during meetings or something conversational. It can be like this, very simple, very relaxed. And if you don't know something, you can just quickly go in ChatGPT and ask or create a script beforehand. So there are lots of tools that we can use now to improve our English. And naturally, once you're in the zone, like you're learning reading and then you're used to using English, yeah, I think your skills, of course, will upgrade as well.
Mhm.
So it is a process, guys. Nothing. That is why one of my message is, you don't have to be perfect to start. At least start it first, so you can strive for perfect. You know, right? Yeah.
This is a really good answer. Wow, guys, hear that. And I also want to remind you, or maybe for those of you who hasn't knows my stories, again, I already told you guys, my first client is from Azerbaijan. Okay, and she cannot speak English. I cannot speak Azerbaijan. See, those are. If you think English is the only barrier, no, there's another languages outside English as well, yeah, guys. And still, the AI can help us. Okay, so no need to worry. Okay. Next, because I'm extrovert, so this is especially. Are you introvert? You're introvert, right, Rose?
Well, I think so. I prefer to be behind the scenes rather than in front. So that is why options like being content creators or stuff is not actually my thing. And I lately I've been not really active as well in like posting contents or everything. So I prefer doing everything backstage and like behind the scenes supporting role. I think that is what I'm good at. And that is actually what most clients want. So well, I'm not gonna say it's most clients. It will depend on the job, but being a virtual assistant means you're helping, right? So helping comes in different ways. It can be in front or it can be from behind. So as long as we're supporting, I think it will be fine. Yeah.
So actually, being an introvert is not a matter at all. So this question is kind of weird every time I read this. Actually, yeah. Um, and the research in SGBVA, more than 80% of our students, our team is actually introverted. So just me, maybe just me, who's this chatty. I never saw someone as chatty as me. And then, um, so the right time to join to be a highly paid VA. So I'm not saying to join the SGB VA. The right time to join to be a highly paid SGB VA is now, because I mean, like, I'm from batch 10, Rose is from batch 14. You can see now the prices already so different,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
If you wait another time again, even in Indonesia, the inflation is getting higher, and
Mm.
you want to catch those inflation moment as well, yeah, because as like for us, we got the another currency rate. So when the inflation is kind of high, we have the benefit, not downgrading our life because of it. And I want you guys to join that too. So the right time is now. If we can say yesterday, we will say yesterday, but we cannot. So now is the right time. Okay, you can use credit card, Curious, pay later if you want to. Just try it out. There's a money back guarantee as well. Okay. Here you go. For those of you who joined us until this late, thank you so much. There's another free ebook. You can screenshot this first, so but make sure that we look good, okay? Okay, I hope you guys done. Okay, done, yeah. You can get that free ebook from this curious. And then if you have another questions you want to ask, there's a moderator gonna chat you after this, but you can also check at sgb_va or the website sgbva.com. You can even chat with Tanya in her Instagram. It's gonna taking a lot more time because the demand to chat with Tanya, but she usually gonna answer it all. So follow Tanya at Tanya Gromenko. Okay, guys. Rose, do you want to type down your Instagram? Can I not?
Okay.
Okay. So everyone, if you have more questions to Rose, but I mean, like, Rose need to take care of her son as well. Yeah, you can follow Rose Instagram account. Thank you so much for having us in your time. It's already almost 2.5 hours, and I hope to see you guys in Alumni Hub. Especially there's a growth lab. Yeah, guarantee you
Mm.
get the growth lab. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Have a good night, everyone. Boleh share barcode? Okay. Barcode, put us in a good place. Okay? Udah ya? Udah ya? Thank you guys. And see you guys again in dalam lahap. Bye-bye. Have a good night.
Bye.